Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the honest of our elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all the brothers, pushing this work in sincerity and truth. It's a brother to mine from Jim, Toronto, coming at you with another video. What I want to talk about today is, the entertainment world, where you see Jake fighting each other. You might have an Issacharite fighting a so-called Negro, which is the tribe of Judah, right? But lucky man, just woke up. But all you'll see is like so-called racist comments, right? You'll see it's mostly Ephraim, right? Who's always hating on Judah, to be honest with you. Judah is pretty much retaliating back with the comments, right? You'll have, let's say you have Canelo Alvarez, right? We'll say he's an Issacharite, right? And let's say Judah calls him out to fight, go into that comment section and pretty much watch the comments. All you'll see is Ephraim, these Issacharites, making racist comments, right? Even with the whole Tyson Fury versus Jake, right? Well, gypsies, most of them, some of them are Israelites, right? But let's just deal with it like how these people are dealing with from a carnal point of view, right? You'll see Issacharites, and I saw this Issacharites coming up under the comment section of certain guys saying the superior race won. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you see Issacharite fighting another Issacharite, it's everything's fine. If Issacharite's fighting an Edomite, right? Let's say he lost, the Issacharite would lose to the Edomite or whatever, which you don't really see a lot of Edomite in boxing anyways. I can't remember the last time I saw an Edomite. Damn. But anyways, let's say that were to happen, the Issacharite, will have more respect for the Edomite, right? But let's say Judah were to win, and go under that comment section, man, you'll see all the so-called hate mail, man. You'll see all the comments in the comment section, right? You'll see Issacharite be talking mad shit, mad shit in the comment section, man. When Jake is doing his let's say he has a YouTube video, Jake goes, he tries his best to be fair, right? But let's say that Jake is not fair. Say that he just only for let's say he's going against the narrative, right? That's being pushed, which the ESPN, HBO narrative, like with the skin complexion or whatever. Let's say that narrative being pushed and Jake is going against that narrative, man. Go into the comment section. You'll see the hate, man. You'll see all the hate that Issachar has for the Judite, man. And that's a curse, right? And you can go into the curses, Deuteronomy tells you that his eye shall be evil towards his own brother. That goes for all the tribes, right? From Judah, the head tribe, all the way down to Issachar. Because Issachar and Judah, they're always going back and forth, right? For the most part. I mean, the rest of the tribes, they hate Judah too, right? They hate the head tribes or anything to do with dark skin for the most part, right? So let's say Isaiah 13, no, Isaiah 11 and 13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, right? So the envy of Ephraim shall depart from them, man. Right? All this garbage that you see going back and forth with him, with the spirit of the tribes. And this split happened years ago, right? Kingdoms ago, when we once held the rulership, right? For what? Only 40 years. When the two kingdoms split, when the one kingdom split into two, right in the time of King Solomon's son, Rehoboam and Jeroboam, right? King Solomon's son, Rehoboam, right? When the kingdom split between him and Rehoboam, that's where the envy started, man. And Ephraim never recovered from following after the way, right? So it says, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off, starting with the damn Edomites. And the adversary right there also goes into that breach that Ephraim and Judah have among themselves, because they become their own enemy. But apart from that, the heathens, the adversaries, man, their foot is on Judah's neck right now. But the scripture tells you in Genesis 49, Judah shall be in the neck of his enemies. Okay, Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. You know. So all that hatred that you see going on between the two kingdoms, right, the two worlds of Israel, and that's just over boxing, okay, sports or whatever. That's gonna go. The Lord is gonna cut that off. You know what I'm saying? That has to come to an end, right? And the rebels will be purged out. That hatred has got to go, man. Because it's looking ridiculous. Here they are, Esau is the one stirring up all this shit. But none of them, for the most part, Jake hates Esau, okay? But you have the coons in there. You have the ones that'll be, you know, talking mad shit. Just the same way they defend Christianity, right? And then you have Ephraim, man. You have Issachar all the way up, right to Ephraim. They be over there talking mad shit, man. You know, so that's just one example of how the hatred between the two worlds of Israel, right, is deep, man. Right? They even rather see an Edomite whoop Jake's ass. Right? And Esau is the one that, you know, through the Lord, he's the one that's making this hatred even stronger. Right? So the hatred is strong between the two tribes, man, between the two worlds of Israel. But anyways, this has to happen. The Lord is the one orchestrating this anyways. So all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to our elders of Great Millstone. Peace and citations to all the brothers pushing this work in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.